to welcome you all to today's gathering. Welcome, ma'am, and our dear parents. We start today's program with the DAV Gan. I request everybody to kindly stand for the DAV Gan.
अविरल निर्मल सलिल सदय ज्ञान प्रदायिनी ज्योतिर्मय हो चहु दिशि उद्घोष अभय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय प्रबल प्रवाहमयी नित नूतन जीवन दायिनी सदा सनातन वेद प्रणीता परम पुनीता हे धारा अक्षय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय दयानंद से प्रेम भक्ति ले हंस राज से त्याग शक्ति ले धर्म भक्ति का राष्ट्र शक्ति का हो दिन मान उदय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय सुख समृद्धि इसकी लहरें प्रेम शांति इसके तट ठहरे सघन शांतिमय प्रबल क्रांतिमय लिए अटल निश्चय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय
It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our chief guest for the day, Ma'am Anita Gautam, Principal, DAV Sector 14, Faridabad. I request respected Principal Ma'am to accord her a very, very green and warm welcome. Thank you very much, ma'am, for taking out your precious time to be a part of our program today. And we promise you that you're going to go back with memories that you're going to cherish for years to come. I also welcome our wonderful parents. What a day. I think there cannot be a bigger, better feeling than to see your child put his or her first steps on such a big stage. And thanks to our respected principal ma'am, who has conceptualized the idea that there has to be 100% participation. So that's why right from kindergarten, each and every child of kindergarten from DAV Sector 14 and from Sector 10A are together going to be on the stage today for this magnum opus, the Ramayana. Ma'am, I have already told parents that the energy of the audience needs to match the energy that our children are going to show on stage today. We are not going to be frugal with our clapping at all. Thank you, everyone. So, when you entered our school, you must have seen a beautiful garden outside. We have an equally beautiful garden inside our kindergarten. Hair blossom, these tiny buds who are taken care of by these gardeners, who water them with their love, with their kindness, so that they can blossom into beautiful flowers. And today you yourselves are going to be amazed and question, is this my child on stage? Because today, we do not realize the potential of these children. And today we are going to see them on stage and all of you are going to be totally overwhelmed. Every program has to start with an invocation. So first and foremost, let's invoke the goddess Saraswati to bless our children with intelligence, knowledge, and most of all, wisdom. Let's welcome these children with a thunderous round of applause.
Sakshat Parabrahma
I request respected Principal Ma'am to kindly take this to address welcome the gathering.
Good morning, everybody. I know the Josh is very high and we all have been eagerly waiting for this day since the past so many months. So first of all, I take this opportunity to welcome my dear friend, Mrs. Anita Gautam, who is currently heading one of our, I would say, a very massive school in Faridabad, a very old school, DAV Sector 14 Faridabad. And let me tell you, this confusion happens a lot of time. When we say Sector 14, whether it is Faridabad or whether it is Gurugram. But both the schools started around the same time, 40 years back. And both the schools are now flagship schools of DAV organization. Mrs. Anita Gautam, she joined as principal in DAV Public School NTPC in the year 2013. Then she took over as DAV Police Lines Public School in Madhuban, Karnal, and now since 2018 she is heading at DAV Sector 14 Faridabad. She has been bestowed with a number of awards and has been a very inspiring educator. Anita ma'am, thank you so much for being with us today, because this acts as a source of inspiration. This acts as a source of inspiration for not only the students, for the teachers and the parents as well, because what we are going to witness today is the combined effort of parents as well as teachers. And I'm so glad to see that we have our respected grandparents also here today. So parents, I know you would be a bit jealous because last year we had a Grandparents' Day and we did not allow parents to come in that, isn't it? Some parents tried and we strictly said, no, we are not going to allow parents. But today it's Parents' Day plus Grandparents' Day both. So I'm really glad that we have the blessings of our seniors, our elders, who are with us, because your guidance, your blessing is very important, and you will agree with me, times are changing, our respect is going down, but our role and importance is very important. So I am in a generation between the grandparents and the parents. So that is why I am saying our. So my dear parents, we met around 1.5 years back, isn't it? That was the time when you came to school with a lot of anxiety. Your children were just entering the school and you had a lot of questions and apprehensions how things would be going on. So yes, now children are settled. In fact, now they are about to enter the next phase in the next 6 months when they come to grade 1, where we are going to reduce their pampering. We are not going to treat them as babies, but we are going to treat them as grown-up kids, isn't it? And like Anju ma'am rightly said, as you know, this DAV Sector 14 and 10 are one school where for the convenience we have divided our sections at 2 places. Everything goes on parallelly. All the events, when you see these big events, are held together. So let me just share the concept with you is that every alternate year we will have a big function like this where all 300 children would be participating together. The idea behind this is to give chance to each and every child. But my dear parents, we have to grow up. Now in this I am a parent like you. Every child has a different skill, different talent. After today's function, please don't go home and compare. See, that child was speaking so well, or that child danced so well, that child, gave such nice actions. Why were you like this? Or why did you fall down? Or why did you leave this thing out? This is all a part of natural growth process. Parents, let's not compare. Give them a chance. अभी तो इन्होंने IIT पहुंचने में और 14 साल पढ़े हैं. And we do not know by the time they clear class 12 what will be the education process. Whether IITs and medical and these fields would be so important also or not. What is important right now is to groom them. Give them the right environment, right parenting and right education. I will take few minutes because I don't want to lose this opportunity of interacting with you, because parenting these days has become very important and very challenging. for you as parents and for us as educators. You know what parents demand? There should be a live camera in the class, and sitting at home they should be able to track each and every movement of the child. Whatever the child does in the dance class, that also should come as a video at home. Whatever the homework or the classwork, homework is not there, okay, but till 2 homework will not be there, but whatever work is there, please, the teacher should send it on WhatsApp. Why so much of, I would say, helicopter parenting is required? And this is why children stop sharing things with us when they grow up. Because if I give you live coverage of the class, your child is going to be under tension all the time. I will go home and mama will say, Acha, you did like this in that period, or that child came and spoke, you did not participate, or you were running around. Please give freedom and flexibility to your child. But at the same time, take firm decisions. That is very, very important. So, I know the excitement is there for Ramayana, so I have to share a few points with you. The different kind of parents. I attended a workshop recently on parenting, and I will just share, you don't have to answer. You have to just listen to this and introspect that in which category you are going to fall into. So first of all is the category of authoritarian parents. अब ये मत सोचना कि आपके पेरेंट्स कैसे थे, ठीक है? We all grew up in a different generation where till date हमारे पापा अगर हमारे ऊपर ऐसे आंख करके देखते हैं तो हम चुप हो जाते हैं, है ना? लेकिन अभी जनरेशन डिफरेंट है. आई थिंक दादा दादी नाना नानी जो आए वो मुझसे इस बात को एग्री करेंगे. थिंग्स आर डिफरेंट, बट आई एम टॉकिंग ऑफ टुडेज पेरेंट्स. आपके जो 4-5 year old लिटिल वंस हैं उनके लिए. So the first category is authoritarian parents. How to identify them? One-way mode of communication. Parent makes the rule and the child has to obey. Little to no room for negotiations from the child. Errors are not tolerated. Mistakes lead to punishment. Less nurturing. High expectations with limited flexibility. So this is these are the indications of the parent. And how do their children turn up? How will they be later on in life? They will be well behaved in the room and can follow precise instructions well. But there will be higher levels of aggression. But they will also be shy and they will be unable to make their own decisions. Anger issues will be there. They will have poor self-esteem and they will have poor decisions. And they will rebel against the authority as they grow older. So this is one scenario that is there. The other extreme is the permissive parents. Okay, so what are their indicators? They are warm and nurturing and usually have minimal expectations. So that's why I said this is the other extreme. Communication remains open. They are more like friends than parents, and they have low levels of expectation and usually result in rare uses of discipline. Now, how will their children look like? They will have unhealthy eating habits. They will be prone to health risks like obesity. We are all facing a lot of health concerns amongst our school-going children. Some self-esteem and decent social skills. They can be impulsive, demanding and selfish. They can lack self-regulation and too much of freedom with screen time. That is the mobile phones, the OTT, and I would like to hear, please restrict the use of OTT till the time government takes any action. All of you know, a lot of uncensored content is available, and there are cases where little children, little means as little as class 2 and 3, are watching porn. This has come to our notice from a number of different schools. When we go, people share this information. And in one extreme, the principal shared that the child even was guiding others, that was a class 3 child, how to delete history so that nobody can see what the child has watched. So don't underestimate your children. So the more the gadgets in their hand, that gives you more liberty. I know you get more freedom if the child is busy on a gadget, but we are not paving a nice future for them. The third category is the uninvolved parents. They give kids a lot of freedom and stay out of their way. They fulfill their basic needs but stay detached from their lives. Limited communication, little nurturing, and little expectation. And how do their kids look like? Resilient and more self-sufficient, but these skills are developed out of necessity. Trouble controlling their emotions, difficulty maintaining or nurturing social relationships, less effective coping strategies, and academic challenges. See, I cannot say which is the best way or what is the best parenting style, but definitely we can look into how we are progressing because our children are right at the basic stage. The fourth category is the balanced parents, and generally they are known as the authoritative parents. So they will have a close nurturing relationship with their children. They will have clear guidelines for their expectations with reasons explained for disciplinary actions. Disciplinary methods are used as a way of support instead of punishment. Children have input into goals and expectations and frequent and appropriate levels of communication. But this kind of time involves a lot of time and patience. Unfortunately, the two things which all of us are always in a hurry, and we all find shortage of these two. So how do their children look like? They are confident, responsible, and they are able to self-regulate. They can manage their negative emotions more effectively, better social outcomes and emotional health. Since these parents encourage independence, children learn to accomplish goals independently. Higher self-esteem, better academic achievement and school performance. But mind you, my dear parents, it definitely takes time and patience. And these are two things, if you give to your child right now, you are helping the child have a strong future. Look at yourself, all of you are corporate mazdoors, isn't it? That is the new term that is in. We are all of us are mazdoors. But why are we working? We are working for a cause, isn't it? But at the same time, we have a responsibility towards our family also, and the same applies to you. Why are you earning so much of money? Why do you want to do so well in life? We are not going to take all this with us. Everything is going to remain here only. But what are we going to leave here? Our coming generations. And the biggest fear which is in the minds of all educators today is deteriorating mental health. Not only of children, you can yourself see scenario around you. So my dear parents, this is something we really need to work into. And both school and teachers have to collaborate. Don't over-pamper. Over-pampering to the extent, I had a parent, not from UKG, but a class prior to this, my child doesn't feed, so doesn't take food. Might want to tell the teacher to call him or her near the chair, she should feed him for a few days. This is all, we are just spoiling our children. I will, once you go home, just search for this marshmallow test, if you have heard about it. Okay? So you will find a video on this, and this test was held, not in India, in the West. And what happened was children were told, we will all give you one marshmallow each. And you know how tempting it is to have a marshmallow. Kids here are sitting, they will understand that. So it was told, we will keep it in front of the on a plate, but you don't have to eat. So if you will not eat it, then you will get another marshmallow after some time. Very interesting video, you must watch. And you must look at the expression of the children. They are seeing, they are touching, bringing it here, keeping it back, and they are trying to resist. because they know if we will control ourselves right now, okay, so then I will get 2 marshmallows. So some children gave in, some ate, and some waited. And this project, experiment did not finish there. These children were followed up later on by the psychologist group who conducted this activity, and they found the children who could wait had better emotional health later on. So the example is burger khana, pizza khana, everything comes, up to Swiggy, Zomato brings everything in as jiffy. So my only concern is, let us not give in. I will close with a quote. Have fewer rules but stick to them. Agree on the rules together. Okay? So especially for the grandparents, जब मम्मी पापा मना कर देते हैं तो हमें पता होता है अब उनके पास भागना है, वो फटाफट हाँ कर देंगे. So if we make family rules, let us stick to rules together. If I make that rule for my child, the same applies to me as a parent also. अगर हमने decide किया है once a week fast food, that applies to everybody. अगर हमने outing plan किया once in 15 days, ये नहीं होना चाहिए मम्मी का तो रोज, मम्मी नहीं, सॉरी, नो बायस, डैडी मम्मी का रोज ऑनलाइन पैकेट आ रहा है और बच्चे को बोला नो ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग अलाउड. सो लेट अस मेक रूल्स टुगेदर and follow them together. Children are all copying us, teachers as well as the parents. बड़ा simple सा एक rule बता रही हूँ for my teachers also. This is for everybody, which covers everything. You will not hurt yourself. Okay, this is rule number 1. The second rule is you will not hurt others. And the third thing is you will not hurt things. सब कुछ कवर हो गया. You will not hurt yourself, you will not hurt others, and you will not hurt the things. आप एक दूसरे का भी ध्यान रख रहे हैं, प्रॉपर्टी का भी ध्यान रख रहे हैं. So thank you so much. I know अभी हमने रामायण है जिसके लिए हम सब वेट कर रहे हैं. And it was really nice talking to you, although today it was only one-way interaction where I was speaking, but it is wonderful to see all of you and the kind of support you have always been giving to all our school initiatives. Thank you so much, and I would like to add that your children are now proud students of an organization which started in the late 1880s. With a lot of values, and I do not know how many of you know what does DAV stand for. DAV is Dayanand Anglo-Vedic. So that was the period when we were under the British rule. The need of the hour was our values, social reforms, but at the same time modern education. So we are taking that philosophy, those values further. Definitely with the changing times, we have to keep up with what is happening around us. Changes are to be there, but we are still grounded to our roots, to our basics. Thank you so much, and Jai Hind.
So now we'll have the prize distribution ceremony. I request our chief guest for the day, ma'am, to kindly join us on stage. Ruchira ma'am, please escort ma'am.
Begin the prize distribution of Sector 14 with class UKGA. Coloring activity, Agastya Chibar, Rani, Palini Kalal, Ravina, Swaraj, Martha. Hindi recitation activity, Ravina, Ananya, Amy, Veer, Aradhya, and Agastya Chibar. Clay modeling activity, Agastya, Satvik Jain, Devansh, Evan, Himali, and Veer Yadav. Fingerprinting activity, Lovik, Shivansh, Ravi Raj, Jiyansh Bhambu, Tashmi, and Mishti Agarwal. Give them a big round of applause. UKGB coloring activity, Dhiren Bhambu, Adya, Anaisha, Naira, Anishka, and Arvind Badal. Hindi recitation activity, Bhargavi, Paat, Gianna, Ayan Chabra, Adrit, and Sanskriti Yadav. Clay modeling activity, Bhargavi, Adya, Ian, Naira, Tisya and Satvik Kumar. Fingerprinting activity, Bhargavi, Ian, Adityan, Ayan and Lakshit Yadav. Class UKGC, coloring activity, Ryan Ori, Kritha, Adhita Rao, Yogyata, Avya Bajaj and Naisha Dua. Hindi recitation activity, Preet Saini, Adhita, Naisha, Aditri, Ahana and Anaya. Clay modeling activity, Ahana, Satakshi Kapoor, Adriti, Vanya, Yogyata and Viraj. Fingerprinting activity, Dhruv Goyal, Chitransh, Bhavya, Vihana, Khanika and Pragam. A little more applause for these little shining stars. Let's make their day a little more special, dear parents. Coloring activity, Saransh, Kian Sharma, Advika Goyal, Nivriti, Netanya Rajpal, Hitakshi Yadav. Hindi recitation activity, Prisha, Advika, Saransh, Athar Rawal, Vidushi Arya and Jasnoor Kaur. Clay modeling activity, Saransh, Kian, Prisha, Advika, Divyan Singh Yadav and Hitashvi Yadav. Fingerprinting activity, Kevla, Shivansh, Prisha, Soham, Yonit and Hitashvi Yadav. And now class UKGE, Saranya, Vardhan, Sanvi, Vihana, Mishka and Anaya Yadav. Hindi recitation activity, Ruhi, Vardhan, Kiara Khatri, Vihan, Saranya and Arvind Chaturvedi. Clay modeling activity, Mishika, Arya, Divyansh Singla and Dhyan Garg. Fingerprinting activity, Riyansh Mitra, Saranya, Vivan, Tanvi, Anaya and Vardhan Rao. And now we begin with Sector 10A, UKGA, coloring activity, Yukti Sharma, Ekta, Niyati, Garvika, Amaira and Kashvi Agarwal. Hindi recitation activity, Yuvik, Navya, Naisha Dua, Lakshay, Gunika and Ranav Chokar. Clay modeling activity, Kritiv, Ranvijay Chowdhury, Trisha, Yokshit, Mahai, Devanshi Arora. Fingerprinting activity, Ishan, Dipeshwari Singh, Vanya Singh, Charvik Verma, Trisha and Ira Yadav. Athar Gupta, Pranavi Sharma, Kiara, Tanishka Izan Rahman, Kian Yadav. Hindi poem recitation, Izan Rahman, Ditya Rao Sachi, Shriyan Verma, Kian Mehta and Kian Yadav. Clay molding activity, Mahir, Anaira Arora, Amay, Harsh, Kiran Gulati and Yuvishka Gupta. Fingerprinting activity, Reshna, Madurai, Sanaya, Viraj, Purvi and Anay Sharma. Vanya, Shivi Gupta and Adya Singh. Hindi recitation activity, Adya Singh, Adya, Lovian, Ishika, Tashvi and Tashvik Setia. Clay modeling activity, Riyansh Yadav, Ahana, Samaira, Sanvi, Ishika Dewa and Avya. Fingerprinting activity, Devik, Shivi, Ishita, Medansh, Janvika and Advik Arora. I take pride in announcing that our little ones are not only shining in intra-school activities, but also excelling in inter-school events. Recently, our children made us proud by participating in Chrysalis 4.0, a festival of early childhood care and education held at Cherubs International School, Gurugram on July 27, 2024. More than 24 schools had participated in our competition, and Aditya and Varun participated in the event Mirror Mirror on the Wall and got exemplary performance. Give them a big round of applause. We also had Aradhya, Anaya D'Souza, Bhargavi, Lavanya, Adrita, Aditya, Hitashvi, Bhavanya, Saranya and Kiara took part in Symphony of Shapes and delivered an exemplary performance. Pariti Dalal, Adya Gupta, Anaisha, Preet Saini, Naisha, Jasnoor, Abhiraj and Advait Chaturvedi secured third position in Architect's Masterpiece held in St. Xavier School, Sector 49 on 2nd August 2024. Of Sector 10A got first prize in Confluence 2024 hosted by DAV Kailash Hills. Amira Kiara, Ashvi Rao, Yukti Shrishti, Ranav Chokar and Dipeshwari received exemplary performance in Chrysalis 4.0 hosted by GEMS International School. Creativity deserves a thunderous applause. Keep clapping to let them know how much we admire their talent.
A very warm good morning to our special guest of the day, that is our parents. Good morning, dear parents. I think there should be a good Josh among you. Good morning. First of all, I would like to say a big thanks to my colleague, Ma'am Aparna, for inviting me on this beautiful occasion. It was just 1 month back that we met on some conference, and there she asked me to be here. And I immediately grabbed that opportunity because visiting DAV 14 Gurugram is always a wonderful opportunity. And every time there are a lot of takeaways from this school. So thank you, ma'am, once again for inviting us. As ma'am has said that both the schools are celebrating its 40th year, and definitely this position has been acquired by the school under the legacy of our four principals. I must say that our previous principals, and we are just taking that legacy forward. We are indeed proud and we feel privileged that we have got this opportunity to head these such schools. And when I was listening ma'am's interaction, the points that she shared with you today, dear parents, what ma'am has said is completely right, because our children are not our trophies to be shown and to be shared with others. It is the most prized possession of ours, and we all must lead by examples, not by any leader or any and parenting, I think, is not a rocket science, and it cannot be taught to anyone, even our parents. When we were kids, I was thinking that, when we were growing up, we were thinking that our parents are a little strict and we will not be like them. But I think they were the best parents, because I think they were the balanced parents. These days, as ma'am has already said, but I would just like to say that rather than giving, because ma'am has said we are all working parents, and in order to justify the time that we cannot give to our children, what we try to do is that we try to bribe them. And these bribes are like that: we'll give you this, you'll be given chocolates, you'll be given this or that. But my dear parents, you could see as of now also that the children's eyes were looking, they were trying to find out, they were searching you, and they were trying to win you. So this is the most beautiful thing, or the most beautiful, anything if you can give to your children that is the time, and which you have given today. And when ma'am said it is your first function, so I was also getting nostalgic about the day when I attended my son's first function, and I could see, and I think I was crying all the time watching him, performing him on the stage, when I saw him performing on the stage, because I couldn't believe that my little sweet child can do so wonderfully on the stage, which I couldn't do when I was of his age. So that would be your feeling today when you will see them performing. So the time that you have taken out today, please keep it your priority. Always give time to your children because they do not need anything else but it should be your presence too. It is not only that you are just nodding, but just they could see, they can feel that whether you are listening to them properly or not. And which is we are actually short of. So please find out time to give them, they should feel that you are there always for them. As far as DAV is concerned, we all know that DAV is always trying to imbibe values among its students. Ramayana, having Ramayana in the school at that such an age when the children, it is said that, earlier it was said that till the age of 8, till the student is in class 8, their mind is developing. But now we have recent study says that the child mind is developed by the age of 8. So at the right time, the school is trying to imbibe all the values among its students. So congratulations to you, ma'am, for thinking that UKG students should have all these values. So this is, I think, the most important time. And I do remember of one of my family friends that, and the grandparents were doing that at the time of when the child was having food, they were telling them, narrating the stories of Ramayana. And when I happened to visit that family, the child was insisting that, please narrate me the story so that I can have my food. And he was just in class of this age only. And that was the day that I had a takeaway. Then what justice I couldn't do with my own children because I was working at that time. And by that time, gracefully, I think by the grace of God, we'll be having enough time when we will be stepping into those shoes. So we shall be doing the same. And we are lucky that we have grandparents too. And we would request, as ma'am has said, follow one rule. And if the children are lucky where the grandparents are. If the parents cannot give time, the grandparents can definitely do that. And by imbibing the values and taking away from all those gadgets which are actually taking our children away from us, that is the big way that the ma'am is trying to do it today. Thank you very much, ma'am. And when you have shared that it is 300 students who would be performing today, and both the schools collaborating today, both the branches, and working on such small children, and that too from 2 different segments, is definitely, I can salute to your teachers that how would they have done. And I'm also eagerly looking forward to see this event happening. And I remind one day, I was here also earlier, 4 years, 5 years back. Then also I got an opportunity to see this Ramayana. And we also started doing this in my school. So this is how we take some good values from one school to the other school. And DAV also feels pride in sharing that our students should imbibe the values of Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram. And I would request one more thing today. Dear parents, we started the program with DAV National Anthem. Please find out time to read and understand the meaning of that DAV anthem. DAV is what they are trying to imbibe in our students. You will get to know. And your students' performance in itself will speak about all the values, all the virtues being imbibed in that school. और मेरे पास तो बहुत सारे रिक्वेस्ट भी आती हैं कि मैम को मुझे भाई कई बार रिक्वेस्ट करना पड़ता है कि मैम प्लीज़ एकोमोडेट वन, और मुझे मालूम है कि यहाँ एडमिशन्स बड़े मुश्किल से मिलते हैं. I would wish and pray that school should, keep on, making progress leaps and bounds. And all again, my best wishes, and thank you very much, ma'am, for inviting us. And I'm sure I have a great deal of your time. Thank you very much. Thank you. Only. And that was the day that I had a takeaway. Then what justice I couldn't do with my own children because I was working at that time. And by that time, gracefully, I think by the grace of God, we'll be having enough time when we will be stepping into those shoes. So we shall be doing the same, and we are lucky that we have grandparents too, and we would request, as ma'am has said, follow one rule. And if the children are lucky where the grandparents are. If the parents cannot give time, the grandparents can definitely do that. And by imbibing the values and taking away from all those gadgets which are actually taking our children away from us, that is the big way that a ma'am is trying to do it today. Thank you very much, ma'am. And when you have shared that it is 300 students who would be performing today, and both the schools collaborating today, both the branches, and working on such small children, and that too from two different segments, is definitely, I can salute to your teachers that how would they have done. And I'm also eagerly looking forward to see this event happening. And I remind one day, I was here also earlier, 4 years, 5 years back. Then also I got an opportunity to see this Ramayana. And we also started doing this in my school. So this is how we take some good values from one school to the other school. And DAV also feels pride in sharing that our students should imbibe the values of Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram. And I would request one more thing today. Dear parents, we started the program with DAV National Anthem. Please find out time to read and understand the meaning of that DAV anthem. DAV is what they are trying to imbibe in our students. You will get to know, and your students' performance in itself will speak about all the values, all the virtues being imbibed in that school. और मेरे पास तो बहुत सारे रिक्वेस्ट भी आती हैं कि मैम को मुझे भाई कई बार रिक्वेस्ट करना पड़ता है कि मैम प्लीज़ एकोमोडेट वन, और मुझे मालूम है कि यहाँ एडमिशन्स बड़े मुश्किल से मिलते हैं. I would wish and pray the school should, keep on, making progress leaps and bounds. And all again, my best wishes, and thank you very much, ma'am, for inviting us. And I'm sure I have Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words, your appreciation, and your encouragement and motivation for our children. So now comes the most awaited part of the day. I mean, I've already started getting goosebumps. I don't know, whenever I stand on this stage, by the end of the whole thing, a tear or two, just drops from the eye. It is of absolute satisfaction, elation, and total bliss to see children of this age, as ma'am rightly said, go on the stage and perform such a big epic. Sometimes people ask, why Ramayana? I want to ask, why not Ramayana? Through Lord Rama and through the other characters, each and every value and virtue which we want our children to grow up with, whether it is respect for Guru, respect for elders, being empathizing and being valiant, brave, everything is epitomized in one person. And our children need to be exposed to such role models from this very age, so that they know what they need to grow up to be. So that is why, and plus new education policy now talks about collaboration, creativity, critical thinking. It talks about communication, and all these aspects are going to be seen today in the form of the Ramayana. I don't need to request, because I know that each and every parent is going to stay glued to their seat. And I would again repeat a set of instructions. Please do not wave to the students from there. Our children are very small, and their tiny feet have stepped on such a big stage. We will not distract them. We will not cause any kind of disturbance. And if there are children in the auditorium who by chance need some attention, I request the parents to kindly attend to them. And I have a disclaimer: do not wink, because if you wink even once, you might just miss something which you would not want to miss. So without saying any more, I know you are all very enthusiastic to see the Ramayana. I welcome our little hosts on the stage. Let's welcome them with a thunderous round of applause.
Namaste everyone. Ramayana is one of the most precious Sanskrit epic of ancient India. Through the story of Lord Rama, we learn many virtues and qualities like respect for others, sacrifice, and bravery. Most of all, we learn good is always victorious over evil. Read the blooming words of Devi are related to perform the magnificent epic today in front of our esteemed guests and dear parents. चौदह शाम हो रहा नैतिकता का प्रचार रामचरित्र से ही होगा इस युग का उद्धार श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्र नाम तातुल्यम राम नाम वरानने श्री राम नाम के 3 अक्षर राम बहुत ही प्यारे और आनंद में है यह हजारों नाम के समान है इसके जाप से the day I will sing. He was the great Surya dynasty's son, full of valor and virtue and blazing like the sun. The story begins in Ayodhya when King Dashrath was on the throne. He was bestowed with all the glories, yet he felt all alone.
Oh, noble and great Rishi Vashish, I am very disturbed. Who will take care of my kingdom after my death? Will I ever see the joy of my children? Yes, you will. For this you have to perform a yajna and please the gods in heaven. King Dashrath, the gods and devtas in heaven are pleased with you. Take this prasad and distribute it to your queens. When they eat it, they will bear 4 glorious sons.
In this way, 4 sons were born. Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughan was their name. Throughout the world, they would be known for their fame. The whole creation celebrated with joy to see these brothers so fun, and the parents watched with elation the pranks of their sons divine.
The childish pranks of Lord Rama filled the darkness of the palace with light. King Dashrath and his wives watched and looked on with delight. The toys in the palace gave him no joy. He asked for the moon and wanted it as his toy. The moon's reflection was brought down so that he could play. Happy moments were captured this way. Look how he shared his food with a crow. The whole palace rejoiced, watching this amazing show.
They were given the best of education under the guidance of Rishi Vasishtha. He worked towards their physical, mental and spiritual growth. Now that they were well versed in aspects of training, one day Rishi Vishwamitra visited Dashrath's palace.
I have come here to take your sons to the forest. All the sages are performing a yajna for peace in the world. The demons are causing terror. They have to guard a yajna from Tadika, Marich and Subau. Philosopher King Janam is going to hold the swayamvar of his dear daughter Sita.
What is this strange place, which looks so deserted?
This is the hermitage of Rishi Gautam, who had cursed his wife Ahilya to turn to stone. Ram, touch her with your feet and she will once again come to life.
Thank you, Lord. I am blessed that you came my way and freed me. Now I can live in peace.
King Janak announces that whosoever will pick up this mighty bow belonging to the Lord Shiva will win his daughter's hand in marriage.
Many kings tried to pick the bow, failed.
As Dashrath grew old, he decided to give the throne to Ram, who into a worthy king had grown. The whole kingdom rejoiced and began to dance and sing. But something else was destined for the royal king. I cannot wait for Ram's coronation today. Mantra, why don't you look as happy as the rest of the kingdom?
Can't you see? The throne belongs to your son Bharat. You are Dashrath's favorite queen. If Ram becomes the king, then you will be just an ordinary queen. Can't you see? The throne belongs to your son Bharat. You are Dashrath's favorite queen. If Ram becomes the king, then you will just be an ordinary queen. Remember, the king had promised to give you whatever you asked for. Use it now.
My lord, I had once saved your life and you had promised me 2 wishes. I haven't used them yet, but I want them now.
Oh my dear, tell me, what do you want?
I want my son Bharat.
Forgive me, my dearest brother. All this happened while I was away. Father could not bear your separation, and he is no more. Please come back, dearest brother. Nobody has the right to sit on the throne except you.
I cannot come back because if I do, I will fail to fulfill the wish of my father.
Then give me your wooden sandals. I'll keep them on the throne till you return.
Help us to cross the river, dear boatsman. We need to go to the other side.
I surely will. But first allow me to wash your lotus feet, my lord. Your feet have the power to bring alive a stone and make it into a woman. I don't want my boat to come alive.
Give you for this ride.
I don't want any money or any reward, my lord. Promise me that like I help you to cross this river, one day you will also help me to cross all the boundaries of the world so that my soul can be one with God.
Your wish shall be granted.
Days passed, months passed, years passed. The noble souls traveled through the forests, mountains, crossed rivers, and finally built a hut in Panchvati in the land of nature. already married. That is my wife, Sita.
Your brother is married, but you can certainly marry me.
No, I also have a wife back home.
Both of you have rejected me. How dare you? I will kill your wife.
Don't touch her.
Cardution, my brothers, come to my rescue.
Ram and Lakshman fight with Khar and Dushan and defeat them.
Who has done this to you, dear sister? Lakshman has disfigured me. Ram has killed our brothers, Cardution. You must kidnap Sita to avenge my son. Oh, dear these brothers, kill our clan. I will take the help of you one each to kidnap Sita.
I do not think it's a good idea, my lord, to steal someone else's wife.
You dare argue with me? Do as I say. Take the form of a golden deer and get Sita's attention. Wow, look at that beautiful deer. I want that deer.
But it's not natural for a deer to be of that color. It seems to be an illusion.
But I want it. It is very pretty. Can you please bring it for me, my lord?
Fine, Sita, as you wish. But Lakshman, you should stay here and guard Sita.
Yes, brother. I will take care of her. You don't worry.
Help! Help! Oh, Lakshman, do you hear that? I think your brother is in trouble and needs your help.
Don't worry. No one in this world has the power to defeat my brother, Lord Rama. I can't leave you alone and go.
It's my command, Lakshman. Immediately go and help your brother.
I will do as you say, but before I leave, I will draw a Lakshman Rekha. Promise me that you will not cross the line.
Bhikshamni! Can you come out and give it to me? I am your guest. Do not insult me in this way. Help! Help!
Stop him, you evil man! Where are you taking our dear Sita? I will not allow you to do this.
Full of
agony and pain, Ram and Lakshman went out in search of Sita.
Ram, I have to decorate my house and keep it clean because any day my Lord Rama may come this way. I must collect fruits and berries so that he doesn't go hungry.
Dear brother, what is this place?
It is so calm and peaceful. We may get some information about Sita from here.
Lord Rama, I knew you would come one day.
Dear mother, we are searching for my wife Sita. Can you give us some directions?
Yes, my lord. Go to King Sugriv. He will surely help you. But before that, do take rest in my humble abode. I am a poor lady. I don't have anything to offer you. I just have these berries. I will taste them and serve them to you.
These are the tastiest fruits I have ever had. They are soaked in your love and bhakti. Today, I am reminded of my mother Kaushalya.
Thank you for honoring me with your visit. I just pray that you may unite with your wife soon.
They met Sugriv and Hanuman. Hanuman took Ram's ring and went to search for Sita. Ram's ring to Sita, Hanuman requested her to allow him to eat some fruits from the Vatika. Coming back, Ram and Lakshman decided to cross the ocean to kill Ravan and bring back Sita. They took the help of Sugriv's Vanar Sena.
was a fierce fight. While fighting valiantly, Lakshman was badly wounded by Ravan's son Indrajit.
प्रचंड बोल मस्तकों के झुंड बाज जंग की घड़ी की तुम गुहार दो। आरंभ है प्रचंड बोल मस्तकों के झुंड बाज जंग की घड़ी की तुम गुहार दो। आन बान शान या की जान का हो दान आज एक धनुष के बाण पे उतार दो। आरंभ है प्रचंड बोले मस्तकों के झुंड आज जंग की घड़ी की तुम गुहार दो। आन बान शान या के जान का उदान आज एक धनुष के बाण पे उतार दो। आरंभ है प्रचंड
Thank you very much. Weren't they absolutely spectacular? पैर गलत छोड़ के किसी ने पूंछ भी गलत नहीं रखी. Please sit down. Request you to kindly sit down. I request all parents to kindly sit down. We still have the vote of thanks. No program can be complete without standing. The number of people who have gone behind the show to coming here, and we hope that you enjoyed the program as much as we enjoyed putting it together for you. I would like to give a special thank to respected Principal Ma'am with this vision of bringing all these children on stage with such a magnificent program. Ma'am deserves a really, really loud round of applause. It was her vision and we made it our mission. So all the kindergarten teachers under the able guidance of their supervisory heads, Neetu ma'am and Richard ma'am, let's give a hundreds loud round of applause for them. These teachers who are beautifully clad in their yellow sarees today to bring this atmosphere around, I have seen them running around. And dear parents, you can't handle one at home. We handle 300 of them here. I would like to thank the music department, the dance department, the computer department for the amazing backdrop imagery. I would like to thank the art department. Just look at the beautiful way the stage has been decorated. I want to thank Mahendra Bhaiya, thank you. I want to thank all the technical staff. I want to thank all the amazing DVs of kindergarten. The way they have been taking care of these children. And can you make out which student is from Sector 10A or 14? Because we are one. And literally students of Sector 10A were handing over stones to students of Sector 14. Also beautifully amalgamated. So, a wonderful, one last round of applause for these amazing children. Thank you very much. And I request everybody to kindly stand for the national anthem. The students will leave, but the parents are requested to kindly sit down.